What is an appellate brief in the appeals process? Imagine you've just finished a trial and believe the judge made a mistake. Now, you want to hire a court to review what happened. That's where an appellate brief comes into play. It's a written document that the party appealing the case, called the appellant, submits to the appellate court. This document is like a detailed argument explaining why the trial court's decision should be changed or overturned. An appellate brief is the main way the appellant communicates their legal reasons for asking the higher court to review the case. It highlights errors made during the trial that could have affected the outcome. These errors might involve misapplied laws, procedural mistakes, or other legal issues. The brief uses laws, previous court decisions called legal precedents, and logical reasoning to support these claims. When you file an appeal, the appellate court usually does not look at new evidence or re-examine facts. Instead, they focus on whether the law was applied correctly and if proper procedures were followed. The appellate brief guides the judges through the appellant's perspective, showing how the trial court might have erred legally or procedurally. A typical appellate brief includes several parts. First, there is a table of contents and a list of all the laws and cases cited. Next, the statement of issues clearly defines the legal questions the appellant wants the court to decide. Then, the statement of the case summarizes the facts, the history of the case, and what the trial court decided. The core of the brief is the argument section. Here, the appellant explains in detail why the trial court made mistakes, supported by legal precedents and reasoning. Finally, the brief ends with a conclusion, stating exactly what the appellant wants the court to do, like reversing the decision or ordering a new trial. After the appellant submits this brief, the opposing side, called the Appellate, files a response brief defending the original decision. Sometimes, the appellant can reply to the appellee's arguments with a reply brief. In court, the appellate brief is often the most important document judges relying on to decide the case. It summarizes the appellant's legal challenge and helps the judges understand why the trial court's decision should be changed. Sometimes, the court may also hold oral arguments, where lawyers explain their points in person, but the written brief remains the foundation of the appeal. So, in the process after a trial, the appellate brief acts as a bridge. It takes the case from the trial court's fact-finding role to the appellate court's review of legal issues. It's a key part of the post-trial actions that can change the outcome of a case based on legal errors or procedural mistakes.